Welcome back. Matt Horton is here with Ctcu. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, absolutely.
So, you know, we're nearing the end of July, which is just flying by the way. I feel like last week was the 4th of July, and now it's almost August, which means it's almost August, which means it's almost back to school, which means it's time to start thinking about that.
Yeah, and I know that, you know, a lot of the teachers aren't wanting to think about it.
Oh, yeah, my teacher friends are still, you know, traveling the world.
But I know parents like me are ready for back to school because, you know, we have the kids, absolutely. But it's also about the time, if you haven't already started, to begin thinking about back to school budgeting. So, you know, as you look forward to what you don't want to get caught in with back to school supplies and clothes and everything else, is you don't want to go out the week before and try to find things because you might not be able to find what your child wants or what you want. You don't know what you're going to be paying. It's almost the same as waiting the week before Christmas for buying all your Christmas presents. You're going to end up with impulse buying and spending too much money. Or
not the right thing, or that your kid's not going to have the coolest thing. Which is just the end of the world at that age.
Absolutely. So, you know, one of the things, you know, right now what you can do is you can begin paying attention to ads and what's on sale and seeing what you can get from Amazon. You can, you know, we'll have the tax-free days that are coming up, which usually have a lot of big ads. So you can take a look at that and you can really budget to make sure you're getting the most for your money as you're moving forward.
So should or should you not include your child in this budgeting, shopping
absolutely
process?
Should. You know, I mean, I grew up and we don't always do a great job as parents including them in everything because it becomes a little bit more difficult. It's a lot of work to include them in all your decision making, but it makes so much of a difference because kids do not realize how much stuff works. So if you know how much things cost, so if you know how much you want to spend for back to school, you can tell your kids, you know, we're going to spend $200 or $500 or whatever it is for your clothes, and say, you know what, if they're a little bit older, you can have them make some of those decisions. In fact, you can say, here's the money, I will go with you, but you have the money. If they want to buy that most expensive, you know, blouse or pants or shoes or whatever, that's fine. They realize they're just not going to get a whole lot more stuff, and they really understand why your parents always want to, you know, say, okay, let's be really conservative with what we're spending because it gets you more items.
It's interesting you say that. I mean, immediately comes to mind, you know, conversations with my parents, and, you know, do you want this back to school outfit or do you want the designer backpack? And you kind of have to make those decisions that you end up making later in life. So
yeah, and if you know, and if you want to, you could even say, hey, what, you know, if you end up with money left over, you can save that money and spend it on something else. And they really begin to make those decisions about money, and that's one of the most important things that they can do in this process.
So real quick, I want to make sure if people aren't familiar with Ctcu, kind of know a little bit about what you guys do. So kind of what's the difference between a bank and a credit union?
So one of the biggest differences is that credit unions are owned by the members of the credit union. So we are not owned by shareholders, so any additional profits do not go to shareholders. They go back to the members in terms of dividends and low rates on loans and everything else. So, but other than that, it's a lot. We have checking accounts and savings accounts and loans and everything else. So you get all of your financial institution, you know, items that you want from a credit union. At Cooperative Teachers Credit Union, we are passionate about our teachers, but we are a community credit union that is open to all people who live, work, or worship in Smith County.
Matt, great information and tips. If people want to learn more, where can they find that?
They can go to coopteachers.com. They can go to or call us at 903-560. And I just forgot our telephone number. It just slipped my mind.
It's on your screen.
It is on the screen, so you can go there. It's 561-2603. Or you can come in and visit us. We're right by Red Lobster on the Loop in Tyler.
All right. Thanks for being here today, Matt.
Thanks.
All right.